Hi, it's Maria. Welcome back to Tapping into Freedom. Today, I want to talk about diet culture and how it impacts all of us. We live in a culture where we're swimming in a sea of food rules and diet culture, and the drive to whip our bodies into looking a certain way, controlling our food, restricting different ways of eating that maybe impact our health. However, it doesn't teach us to have a relationship with our bodies, to have a relationship with our hunger, to trust ourselves. As a matter of fact, often in diet culture, hunger is a bad word. We try to avoid our hunger, we try to escape our hunger. However, hunger is a natural basic instinct, and diet culture teaches us that we need to control rather than listen. And listening to the body is what's going to heal the body. The body wants to be healthy, happy, and whole. And you do have a healthy weight. But controlling and getting into the whole diet culture will often backfire because it creates a cycle of first we try to control and we restrict and then we have difficulty following the rules and we succumb to it and we start to feel guilt and shame and we don't really feel at ease in our bodies and in our relationship to food. So I know it could feel a little scary giving up the tracking or the controlling. However, you will never have peace with food and ultimately peace with your weight if you keep trying to get there by using diet culture techniques and strategies. It's actually a way that we abandon ourselves. And of course, it's encouraged in our culture. Because you know what? If we keep being told that there's something wrong with us and we have to look a certain way and we have to aspire to rigid rules to be worthy, then we keep buying into the whole thing of buying more and trying to try more and striving rather than learning how to find happiness and contentment with ourselves and in our bodies. I absolutely know that you can get to the other side. You can find peace with food. You can treat yourself with love and respect. Nutrition is good, but not when it becomes rules that keep us from living freely. Not when we start to feel guilty and shameful around what we're eating rather than nourishing our bodies. So it takes some relearning, it takes some trust. However, the diet culture is not going to get you there. As a matter of fact, hard rules and restrictive dieting is probably the biggest reason why we have binge eating disorder, because we are trying to control ourselves and our bodies. We're not listening to our body's natural instincts, and we start hypnotizing ourselves into believing carbohydrates are bad, or fruits are bad, or certain foods are bad. There's no good or bad. Maybe there's more nutritionally dense foods. However, giving yourself the freedom and the dignity to make choices and learn how to have a relationship with yourself and your body. Of course, if you're using food to regulate your nervous system because you're really stressed and overwhelmed, then that's a whole nother story. And I will address that in videos here because tapping is a wonderful tool to regulate your nervous system so that you don't succumb to emotional eating or binge eating because you're trying to feel better or create balance in your body. But for today's purposes, if you feel that you are immersed in diet culture, and to be honest, so many of us are without even knowing it. Imagine going into a grocery store and not looking at the calorie content to decide whether or not you're going to buy something. What if you can start to listen to yourself? And I know that after years of dieting or even being told that you can't trust yourself, that may take some time. However, it is absolutely possible. You don't need more willpower. You need more self-love, cultivating more self-respect, and coming to a place where you can make peace with this whole issue. So I'm going to invite you to tap along with me if you've been stuck in diet culture. No blaming or shaming yourself about it, but we can start to release this pattern and align with something that is more loving, more intuitive, and ultimately more healthy. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And then we begin by tapping on the side of the hand. Even though I've been stuck in diet culture, consciously and even unconsciously, because I feel like I have to look a certain way to be worthy, I accept myself with love and compassion. Even though I've been a victim of diet culture, because I've been told that I need to weigh a certain amount or look a certain way in order to be lovable and acceptable. Today, I choose to love, honor, and accept myself right here and right now. Even though I've been immersed in diet culture, feeling like I need to control what I eat and that I can't trust myself and my body, today I'm choosing to look at this in a new way. And take a deep breath in and let it go. And this whole topic may be triggering things for you. You can replace my words if my words don't land. This need to control what I'm eating keeps me from trusting myself and my body. But I'm afraid to trust myself because I am consistently being told that this is the way, restricting, controlling, and tracking. And even though it's short-lived and it keeps me from really connecting with myself and my body, I accept myself with love and compassion. Even though I've been in this struggle with food and weight, and it's reinforced with diet culture, the belief that I'm only worthy if I look a certain way, and then I have to do everything in my power to whip my body into looking a certain way. Today I'm choosing to relax myself and to approach this in a new way. Diet culture has hypnotized me into believing that if I restrict and control, that I'm worthy, that I'm a good person, that I've got it all together. And yet it's hard to sustain it because it's not really aligned with my highest health. And then it sets up a cycle of binging and guilt and shame and makes me feel even worse than I did in the first place. Today I'm choosing to accept myself right here and right now and approach health and well-being in a new way. Wouldn't it be nice to have a relationship with my body? Wouldn't it be nice to learn how to trust my body and my natural instincts to guide me towards optimum health? And even though I've lost trust in my body, or maybe never even had it, I'm learning that I can cultivate this. I'm ready to release the diet mentality the fighting, the struggle, the controlling, the micromanaging everything I eat, afraid of food, afraid of weight gain, so that I can have true health, happiness, and well-being. That I can love my body, that I can learn how to love, honor, and respect my body. Even though I've rejected it for many years or tried to control it, today I'm learning how to truly take care of myself. I'm open to rejecting diet mentality. I'm open to really honoring myself. I choose to no longer abandon myself with diet mentality. I'm learning how to regulate my nervous system and to listen to my body, to feed my body nourishing foods because it feels good, and to move my body because it feels good. I'm learning to trust my body and my natural instincts to guide me through optimum health and well-being. And even though I've been caught in diet mentality, today I'm choosing to be aware of how I've been living those lies and how the culture has been hypnotizing me into believing that my worth and well-being is dependent on how I look. And how I look is dependent on me controlling the way I eat. I'm ready to give up the struggle. I'm ready to make peace with my body and food and trust that as I do that, I will align with optimum health and well-being. I'm worthy and deserving of feeling good in my body and treating my body with love and respect. I'm worthy and deserving of releasing guilt, shame, and blame in my relationship to food and body. I'm worthy and deserving of being finally free. And I'm grateful and appreciative that I'm taking the time today to approach this in a new way, in a way that truly honors myself and my body, so that I can not only nourish my body, my mind, and my spirit, but beyond that, get on with my life and live a happy, joyful, free life. I'm grateful and appreciative that I'm taking the time today to approach this in a new way. And as I dispel the myth of diet mentality and learn to honor and love and trust myself and my body, I enable others who are in this struggle to do the same. I'm grateful and appreciative that I can do this in a new way. I can heal my relationship to food, weight, and body image in a way that is aligned with my highest good. And tapping and breathing And bring your hands to your heart and take a breath in and let it go. The tapping will regulate your nervous system and bring you into a place of calm. And as you are in a place of calm, you'll be enabled to be more intuitive about what your body needs. If you need some support around this topic, I'd be happy to chat with you. I offer a free consultation, and we can see if it makes sense for us to do some deeper work together. Go ahead and use this tapping sequence as often as you need it. I would love to hear your thoughts about this below. As said in my previous video, I will continue to be making more videos around this topic. Your health and your happiness do matter. Being free of emotional eating, stress eating, the bondage of diet mentality is your birthright. And I'm here to help you get to the other side. If you like this video, go ahead and like it and subscribe to my channel. If you know someone who can benefit from this video, please share it. And as always, take good care of yourself. Bye now.